and Jessica from the Wanderlust family. Today we wanted to give you guys a tour of our new home. We recently purchased a 2005 Fleetwood Orbit and we re-renovated the whole thing, and it's finally almost complete. So we wanted to give you a little sneak peek of it before we head out full-time on our journey. So why don't you guys come on inside and we'll give you a tour.
Strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning.
Okay, well, welcome to our home. So first thing I wanted to show you guys is the main living room area, I guess you would say. So this is the couch that we have here. It's not the original couch that we purchased. It is from Walmart and it is a futon, so it will lay down and sleep too. It is just a little bit more comfy than the one that came with it. The awesome thing about this one is it does have a little section you can pull down that has cup holders, which is amazing when you have children, so they're not spilling all over the place. And then on the bottom here, we actually put bookshelves from Target. We got 2 of them. And we got these little bins from Amazon and put it in for extra storage, which is amazing when you have an RV. Finding extra storage is a must. So there's some shoes in there, kids' toys, different kitchen gadgets, different things like that. Whatever you can find, you can put in there that will fit. It really works awesome. Okay, so over here is our main TV. So this TV here is the TV we use when we want to have movies as a family. We'll crash on the couch, lay it down, all hang out, get some snacks, and we'll watch movies. By the end of this video, you'll be able to tell that we're a huge gaming family. So this is the TV that our son uses when he games. So it's really nice to have a big screen when you're playing games, and it's just a fun time as a family when we want to get together. Now over here, again, back to the gaming, is a computer that we have set up. So it's also connected to our Xbox. So if our daughter wants to play games with us, she uses this here. It's the computer monitor. And then it can also switch to just the computer. So when we need to do business things or check our emails, things like that, we can also use that as well. So over here is our main dining area. So this is where we'll eat our meals and also do homeschooling. So we do homeschool our children. It's actually something that I never thought that I would do, but with the recent COVID things that happened, we were actually forced to have to do it through the school system. And once we decided that we wanted to go full time on this journey, and I saw that the homeschooling the kids through the school system wasn't that bad, the kids actually preferred to do it at home and having, their parents, myself and Brad, helping them along the way and giving them individual attention. So we do the homeschooling here. Now, it is not the original dinette that came with the RV when we purchased it. So it was the standard dinette with the 2 booths and then the table that was secured to the floor. So what we did was we just took out one of the dinette benches and took out the table and kept one of the dinette benches because it does have storage. So we got this table on Amazon. It's very lightweight. It can be moved if we need it to. And we got this chair from Target, which just fit with our decor perfectly, and it fits under the table. So the great thing about the chair is you can turn it to be at the dinette when we're eating, or you can spin it to the computer and use it as the computer chair. So when you're living in an RV, it's always important to try to find things that have dual purpose, especially when you're living in a tiny space. Okay, so next thing I wanted to show you guys are these curtains. Now what I did was I went to Target and I bought the panels of these and I cut them up to fit the windows to size. What was the amazing thing about that was out of one panel I was able to do 3 windows. So it was really great. Now I am not a sewer, but I went to Walmart and got hem tape. It didn't even need heat, and I just hemmed the bottom and it made it look like it came out of the box that way. So it was really cool that I was able to figure that out. Now the back windows here are bamboo blinds that we got from Home Depot, and they do let a little light in. They're not totally blackout, but I wanted to be able to see a little light during the day, so I really like those. Now, one cool thing that I'm really proud of that I wanted to show you is this dinette bench. Now, the cushion on the bottom is the original cushion that came with the RV, but I reupholstered it. I just went to the local fabric store, bought the fabric I wanted, and I reupholstered it, and it was really easy, and I'm really proud of how it came out because I've never done that before. Under this dinette here is the traditional RV storage. We just store some games under there and extra drinks because we don't want to put those up high where if they fall out, they will actually probably damage something. And then all above here on this slide out is a ton of storage. So in this first one here, we actually have a bunch of the kids' homeschooling things, books, pencils, crayons, paper, workbooks, things like that. And then in all the rest, they're all standard the same. We just got some bins, put them in there, and they just hold different odds and ends. But it's nice to have the bins to keep the items contained so that when you're traveling on travel days, they stay in the bin. Okay, now let's talk about the kitchen. So first things first, before I forget, I want to talk about this little rolling island that I got from Amazon. So one thing I have always loved about houses is having a kitchen with an island in it. And now when we were touring a few different RVs, I saw that some came with islands and I fell in love with that feature. Now, when we did find this used RV, we really couldn't pass it up, and we were actually excited about the fact about renovating it to our own, making it look exactly like we wanted it to. So it didn't come with an island, but what it does lack is countertop space. So I really needed some more countertop space. So I was talking to Brad and I was like, oh, maybe we can build something off the side that can, you know, pop up and we can use that for extra countertop space. But then I was on Amazon kind of looking for something like along the lines of that. And I saw these rolling carts and I got up right away and I was like, let me measure the space we have and see if that one that I found would fit in here. And sure enough, it did. I was so excited. It went with the color scheme of what we have here, and it really is the best thing that we purchased for this RV. It gives us a ton more countertop space, a ton more storage actually, because if you come along the side, you can see there's cabinets, we got some bins for the side, and there is even a drawer up here that we can use for extra storage. Now, okay, so when we're not using the rolling island, what we can do is actually roll it and store it out of the way over here. It literally tucks in perfectly right here, out of the way. We can still access the storage in it, but it's away from the main walking area to the bathrooms or the kids' little area. And it's just really nice to have that feature, the island, the extra countertop space, but to be able to get rid of it when we need the extra space and the extra flooring. So this is one of my favorite things that we got for the RV, and I really love that it worked out. So over here is just the sink, the stove, the microwave, and again, like you can see, there's not much countertop space. We do have a cabinet up here, and we just store plates and cups and bowls. And then underneath here is our cleaning supplies, trash bags, things like that. And then these two drawers right now hold like silverware and cooking utensils and all that fun stuff. Now, the oven, the RV oven we do not use. We do use the cooktop here, but when we want to bake or do different things like that, we do use this. It's a Power XL air fryer baker. It's a really awesome little unit that we found at Walmart. It does everything. You can grill in it. So it replaced this RV oven that don't really have, you know, the best, they don't cook the best. So we decided to get this, and it really works wonders. We just keep it here. It works out great. When we need to use the stove top, we just move it over to the table or out of the way, and we use that like that. Just a standard microwave, and then a regular RV fridge. It is the 12-volt fridge, so it does work on gas or propane, which I happen to actually like, because if we are boondocking or whatnot, we can still use the refrigerator and we don't need electricity to hook it up. So that's really nice, awesome thing. Now next to the fridge is our pantry. So it is really nice to have a pantry this big. So we have 4 shelves and they go so far back. Now that's probably the one thing that isn't that great, is that it does go so far back. But what we did was we got these bins again, put them in the pantry. They fit 2 deep so that if we need to get something in the back, we can just pull it out simply and get to the back. And again, on travel days, it's really nice because the items store in there and they do not fall out and get all over the place when we open the cabinet to get the things right after we move. Okay, next thing I want to show you guys is this closet. It is right outside of the bathroom. So we do store toiletries and towels in here, but we also store the kids' clothing because it is directly across from their bunks. So we store their clothing in there. Again, like the pantry, it is a deeper closet. So we have bins 3 deep in this one that fit a ton of their clothes. There's actually space for more, which is a plus. And then again, like I said, just different toiletries, towels, things like that. One of the biggest things that I see a bunch of people struggle with in RVs is where to put the trash can. So it's so funny. This is where we decided to put ours. It actually is kind of a good spot for it. We don't have anything anywhere else to put it, and there's nothing else going here. So it actually works out for us. When we do travel, we do move it because this is the slide and the slide has to come in. But when we're stationary, it works perfectly. So that's great. On to the kids area. Now, the great thing about this RV is it did come with bunks, which is great because we have 2 children. Our daughter Layla sleeps on the top. This is her little sanctuary. She's loving aesthetic things now, that she likes to call it. So she has little fairy lights, her nice little plush blanket, and right now she's working on different pictures she wants to hang up on those little fairy lights and things like that. There is a fan up here that, let me show you. There is a fan up here that Brad installed, each one for the kids, so that if they got a little extra hot, that they could turn that on. They do have their own light, and let me show you all the way deep in there. So it goes really far back, and then she's still deciding what she wants to put on her walls. So that's Layla's bunk. Now down below is our son Lawan. He is older and bigger, so he got the bottom bunk. And again, he has the same thing. He has his own light, his own fan, a little stuffies on the bottom, and then you can see he has little Lego pictures that he made and we hung up on the wall for him. He's a huge Fortnite fan. We actually all are. And then the Avengers, and who doesn't love the Avengers? So that's their little sanctuary that they love. Other cabinets and bins store like their toys and their little gadgets, things like that that they love. Our daughter Layla is really into fidgets right now. So we have fidgets finding everywhere all the time. But whatever they love, we wanted to make sure that the kids had their own space that they could go to, that they loved, that made it still feel like a home. Granted, they love this. We're all having an amazing time. We really can't wait to hit the road. So it's really nice for the kids to just, you know, make this feel like home for them. And that was important to us. So it's really nice that they have their little areas that they can keep their things, and they know, you know, that's their stuff. Nobody else will touch it. And it's just good for them to feel confident in, you know, and where they are and what we're doing. So that was just an added bonus for us. Now, over here is the bathroom behind this door. But before we get into there, I want to show you one of my favorite things. We have a mirror here, and it is got more than one purpose, like I said. So the first thing I wanted it is because I wanted to open up the space a little more, because it is a little bit of a smaller area. Putting the mirror here when you're first walking in, it kind of opens it up a little bit. And then of course we use it to check out our outfits or do our hair or check different things out. And then, but behind it is my little sanctuary, and it is the best thing for ladies. If you need extra space for your beauty things, this is by far the best thing to get. So what it is it locks, which is awesome for the RV on travel days because it won't open and things will not spill out. So it locks with a key, and then when you open it, it stores jewelry and makeup, skincare, all of the amazing things that us ladies still need. Even though we live in an RV, does not mean that we need to give this up. And it really is one of my favorite purchases for myself, but that also serves purpose for my family as well. Okay, again, so behind this door is the bathroom. So let's take you guys in there. So here is the bathroom. This is probably one of my favorite places that we renovated. So my vision really came to life on this, and it just is exactly what I wanted. So over here above the toilet, we got one of those little shelving units from Target. And what we had to do was we had to actually lift it up and screw it into the wall because the RV toilets are a little different, and we wouldn't have been able to sit. Our heads would have hit it. So Brad actually lifted it up, screwed it in, and it actually works perfectly. So we can store different things on there. Right now we don't have much, but in due time we might. I replaced the mirror that was there with this circle gold one just to go with the decor. The sink and the vanity is still the same, but I just put different contact paper on the top to change the look of the counter. And then I just got the backsplash there is just like sticker tile. And then the shower here we totally redid. So we got a different surround from Amazon. Took the old one out, put this one in. We got one of the Oxygenics handheld shower heads here, which is amazing. The pressure is awesome. I highly recommend them. And then one cool thing about this RV is it has a tub. Now our kids are not young anymore, well, not babies anymore, so they can't really sit in it and fit in it. But one thing I know that is not that common, I feel like, are tubs in the RV. So that's the shower there. I did want to point out too, the toilet, we did replace the toilet, so it is a porcelain one. It was just taller and more sturdier than the one that was in here. Okay, so behind this curtain here is our room. So Brad and I sleep back here. Now, before we go in here though, I need to give some credit to my hubby and my dad. This wall that's right here was not here when we purchased the RV. So it was fully open all the way into the room. But Brad and I definitely need some privacy, especially when you are living in a 31-foot RV and you have 2 children. Privacy is non-existent, so putting a wall here was important to us to have a little bit of it. We put a curtain up here to just block the entryway, and yeah, come on in and take a look at our room. So this is our bedroom. Over here we have our wardrobe. So these 2 rows here are where Brad and I keep our clothes. It fits everything that we need. It's perfect. Up here's little odds and ends that Brad has, but it just works for us. We have bins, the clothes folded in there, and it fits everything we need. And there is more room in there, again, just like with the kids. Up above the bed here in these cabinets is just like sweatshirts, light jackets, hats, things like that for the whole family, not just Brad and I, that we don't need to access very much, but that we may need it at some point. So we just store it up there out of the way and kind of just forget that it's there sometimes until we need it. So this bed here, I forgot to mention actually with the kids' beds as well. So all the mattresses in the RV we did replace. This one here is actually from Walmart, and they all are like the foam mattresses. This one, ours is from Walmart, and it is so comfortable. If we ever went back to a home, I would bring this in there and use this. It is so comfy. And so it is a queen size, right, Brad? Yeah, so it is a queen size bed, so it's nice and big enough for us. And actually the kids come in here sometimes with us when we don't want to sit outside and we kind of want to just hang and chill in the bed and watch TV. We can all four fit in here just fine. So we did that. The kids' mattresses, before I forget, I forgot to tell you over there, but I want to point out, are from Mattress Insider. And I highly recommend those mattresses. They sleep so well on them. They are so comfy and they're customizable. So no matter what RV you have, you can input the dimensions you need. There's actually a few different choices of mattresses that they offer. And you can find anything you want on there and it can fit. They custom cut them and send them and ship them out to you. So on the other side of the wall that Brad and my dad built, we hung the main TV for the bedroom. And this also is Brad's gaming TV, because again, like I said in the beginning, yes, we are a gaming family. So that's the one that he uses. And then behind here on the other side is my TV that I use to game. So it's really nice to have separate TVs so that we can all play together, but the screen isn't so small. If you're a gamer, you kind of get it, but it makes sense. It's really nice having separate screens and us all playing together as a family. It is one of the things that we do as a family, and we love it. It's just who we are and what we like. So on my side of the bed, so this is Brad's side of the bed, on my side of the bed, I don't have a wardrobe area, but I just have a little drawer, which is actually nice, especially for, you know, ladies. So I have some personal items in there, and then I am able to store, you know, drinks and things like that on top or whatever I need over there. Now, behind you here is little bins that I have. So it is nice that it fit over there, and it is my side of the bed, so I don't take up space from anybody else. And it just stores a bunch of, you know, hair products, lotions, hair brushes. The hubby has a drawer over there, he does, but I do store different things like that. It does store. Before I forget, one thing I do want to point out is our headboard. Now the headboard area was just plain white and it had like a wallpaper on it, but what I wanted to do was a little something different. Let me turn this light on to see if it makes it a little bit better. What I did was I saw on Pinterest in people's homes, they were making designs with wood, and I really loved that. And I was like, why can't I do that in the RV? It's our home and I want to make it the way I want to have it. So I went to Home Depot, bought little pieces of wood and created a design, stapled it in there and painted it black, and it really came out amazing. I love it. I'm proud of it, and it just goes with the theme that we have in our room. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our RV tour. Again, we're Brad and Jessica from the Wonderlust family, and we will be embarking soon on our full-time journey living in an RV with our children. We're really excited about it, and I hope you guys are too. So please follow us on our social media accounts. We do have an Instagram account, a Facebook account, and we will be shortly starting our TikTok account. So if you guys would please like, subscribe, comment below, introduce yourselves. We would love to get to know you guys all, and we hope you stay and follow us on our journey to seeking an ever-changing backyard. Bye, guys.